Hello everyone, Teacher here, welcome back to another video. Today I want to give you some copium and some tips for what you can do to make sure you don't burn out, and also how to try and enjoy the game while we wait for any day. Tomorrow, today, next week, hopefully not, or next month, really hopefully not, news from CG. So if you're ready, let's take a closer look. So I am currently working from home very hard or something. I'm doing some tasks from home, but this means that now I have my kinda ish holidays, and I figured this was a very good day as we're just finishing a raid to say what is there to spend my time on in this game. I've been here from the start. I am in Shard 1, so I joined before the global launch. We just got to here in our what's it called in our raid, and we weren't full. We were missing one member. My own personal in chapter 3. We're here, chapter 4, and this is also probably where I'm a little bit interested. So that was 3.7. We're just gonna go through this really quickly. 3.7, that's 9.4. 9.4. That is 14.9-ish, but I guess we would go 15 due to odd numbers at the back, and then 5.1 from chapter 1 as I just get. And that means I'm scoring over 20 million, which was my goal, and at the moment I don't see a need to score higher. I'm doing well for the guild, and honestly I don't see the need to score higher because it would mean I would really have to push and do a lot more screen time than I really want at the moment. And despite not having a, I have a lot of free time right now, and I want more screen time in a game. But at the moment, what I'm doing is I'm just making sure I buy the things I need from my store. I finished Biffer here, so I'm actually starting to buy rare ability materials because why not? Here, I'm almost finished matching Goldbirds and then Legolas. And this is kind of like what I want to talk about. If you're still having sort of fun in this game, if you still like playing it, and you can, like me and other people, have some copium and say, okay, they will return at some point, and doesn't mean I'm gonna forgive them, but I still play this game because I enjoy the game. Like, I really enjoy Heroes Squad Collector games like this. Then what am I doing? Well, I'm finishing off some of my farms. Denethor, for instance, is a good example. Keely, I'm farming him, and I'm really regretting buying him at the moment. I will be honest and say that because it cost me a lot of gems. Uh, as I max out my challenge store, I buy Halberad shards every now and then. I made some gear 9s because I'm gaining a little bit mythical currency from 2 chapters, so I can buy some essences there. As Gandalf is slowly just being farmed through the chapters, as you can through the raids, as you can see here, well on his way to 7-star. So what am I doing? Well, let's go ahead and just show you this. I'm building out my goblins, getting the star ranks done. I am upgrading their ability, gear level. Like, I'm wanna do Goldbergs first and Great Goblin, then probably these two here, and then maybe Grimpa at the end. And then I'm also, when I have the gold, I'm leveling up my Chef Kraska. Then they are actually done when it comes to leveling. So that's what I'm doing for my shadow side. And then again, I'm just doing normal on Orphus and on Chef Kraska. I don't want to burn the gems because I still buy some refreshes. I'm just shy of being on 1,000k, on 1,000 gems, not 1,000k. That would be insane. So that's just what I'm doing at the moment. Then if we go ahead and talk about ability materials, then I'm finishing off my Haradrim. Yevtu was like this, and this was honestly a little bit interesting. Yef2 and Haradrim got a big score increase in my chapter 4 run. As you can see right here, this is what I scored on the Balrog, and I think it maybe took me 10-ish attempts. This was with a Tibet on Lembas. Now, I'm still working it out as I go along with abilities because there's actually more to it than that, I found out. I will say, Wubete and Robel, I put 2 resistance on both of them, and I'm also gonna be making Wubete gear level 9 for across the different chapters, so he has a higher chance of resisting and also landing his slow more often on the cave troll. But Yef2 actually, this was only Yef2 abilities that I had upgraded since last time, and this gave me a new personal best of 200,000. So I'm actually really considering leveling this because expose is pretty good. It's a high amount of damage. Here it's 210. Here it is 380. And if it crits, that's really, really nice. So my Haradrim, I'm definitely gonna finish off their abilities because it actually really worthwhile. I'm not gonna be doing this because I only get 1 stack of Black Serpent Poison, so there's no reason for me to do this. Here, I want to do this, as I just said. Wubete, I will leave at the end, and maybe I would go ahead and do this one because of the free Bane cleanses. That could be really nice for chapter 3. Could also be for chapter 4, like if you just aren't locked, if you can get that off and he still has multiple cleanses, then if I could use that ability, that would probably help quite a bit. But again, Yevtu, I'm gonna finish him. Then I'm gonna go over and I'm gonna do Tebeb. I'm gonna do her heal first. So I have fortitude on 2 random members, because this resistance is what is really needed. And that's also with my Yef2 score. I managed to get an upgrade. No, not an upgrade. I managed to get a resist on Robel, where he did the big 1-4-5 shadow stacks. She resisted that. She didn't have fortitude on, as far as I was aware. She just resisted due to having the resistance on through glyphs. So yeah, that was really interesting. Also, another thing I'm slowly building out. As you can see here, I am leaving some glyphs on everywhere because I'm slowly building out my glyph roster. So that's also pretty nice. And then I'm just finishing my farms. That's honestly what I'm doing. And if you are someone like me who has bought gems in the past, don't want to give up on this game, partially because you really like Lord of the Rings, and also because you have invested into the game, then I would probably go down 1 or 2 guild refreshes and then still do this for the time being. Now, one other thing I'm actually doing, just planning ahead, I've stopped after today. I'm gonna stop doing. No, I actually have stopped today. I'm stopping on Gruho the Brute because the chest login, I will get some shards there. Maybe I will do him a little bit until he gets to 600. Nuraz and Ballin, I'm still doing those. Then I'm still doing Herondil. He's actually coming along quite nicely. 160, then he will be done. When he's done, I'm gonna use his energy on Eothane. Now, the reason why I'm not gonna use when I stop Gruho the Brute, the reason why I'm not doing Eothane there is because I need to farm gear stuff. I've actually realized that in order to progress my squads, I need all of them at gear level 9 or gear level 8 at least. So that's what I definitely need. Today I got 10 out of Chef Kraska. That was pretty nice. These 2 here, slowly coming along, just like over in my. One of them might actually be swapped into Tordok at some point. This one I might farm. Where is it? It's not Arwen. I was sure there were candles around here somewhere. Huh. Guess they removed it. But yeah, what I'm doing is I'm focusing on my squads, I'm focusing on their abilities and their gear, and yes, it has reduced my screen time, and that sucks. So I'm actually just trying out a few different games, but be safe. I'm not making this channel into anything else. I'm not deleting all my content. Some people might be going like, "Oh crap, I wished he deleted it. I don't want to watch him." But then I would say, "Why are you actually watching?" So yeah, I'm trying out a few different games. If you have any suggestions, then do let me know in the comments down below. I'm not gonna quit on this game. I'm gonna keep playing it at least until there's a sunset confirmation. And until there isn't, I'm gonna keep playing this game because I actually do like it and I still see a ceiling that I can hit with my squad, and that's something I feel is really important to stress. If you're still in any way, shape, or form enjoying the game, then keep doing it. But make sure you don't burn out. That's also an advice, and I should probably have started with that. In order to make sure you don't burn out, figure out what is it you can do. For me, chapter 1, I'm not gonna push above 1.5. 1.5, 5.1. At the moment, my rosters aren't right where they need to be. They might be in the future, but whew, sorry for that. But that's honestly something for me. Chapter 2, I am accepting some stuff there. And chapter 3 is also one where I just say, okay, what do I want to do with my squads? I have two squads that can get 1.5. Let me get that. The next squads, 900k hopefully, but I will accept above 800. Now that means I might miss out a little bit on mithril currency, but I'm okay with that at the time being because at the moment I only need it for Gandalf, and I don't want to spend 30 minutes if I'm lucky just to get a little bit mithril currency because I don't want to give them the screen time, and it is sometimes frustrating. That's also why chapter 1 I'm not touching that really. Those skull crushers and how fast the bombers are, not gonna bother with it. I know some people can do it. Some people can score 6 or 7 million, 7.5 even, because they have gear 10, and that's fine for them. I am applauding that they can do that. That's good. But for me, it's not something I want to invest my time into. I'm slowly building. I know I can still get more in chapter 2 when I have Keely at a 7 star. I can probably push into difficulty 5. Haradrim, slowly getting there. Building up a Lomian might also push me there, so that's okay. So overall, for me, I'm enjoying the game. I'm finishing off my characters, my squads, focusing on a few different things, and then I'm staying positive and I'm trying to interact with my guild in Discord, and I'm actually trying to stay out of the official Discord because it's just mayhem in there, and I feel, especially when I'm raiding, I'm not gonna look at it. I still pop in once a day just to see any news, scroll a little bit. Has there been any relevant talk whatsoever? Yes or no, and then I'll take it from there. And my last advice for everyone is to go watch Swag and Quantum, their videos on CG's Absent. There's a part 1 and part 2. Part 1 is on Swag's channel, but I would definitely recommend you do not skip part 2 on Quantum's. He's a great guy. They both are. Many content creators are. And Quantum and Swag talk really in depth in the part 2 video. They also talk about it in the part 1 where they do timeline, and they talk about it part 2. They also get really technical. So do yourself a favor. If you still like this game, want to believe just like me, then go ahead, watch those videos. Now, I'm gonna basically round the video off here because the next part will be about a different game that I'm just playing a little bit today. Um, and yeah, that's it. So see you all next one. So this is not me advertising for a new game. This is just me being really bored, and that's why I left it at the end of this video. It's Sea of Conquest. I've played a game similar to this, and one of the reasons why I want to highlight it is what I'm trying out, just in case. I know people are probably looking for new games, so I just wanted to show you this one really quickly. I've played a similar version in Lord of the Rings, Rise to War, but I know I've heard a lot of people have quit that one. So this one really interesting. You sail around, and I watched a few videos on it. It was actually pretty interesting. If you were considering playing this game, get your golden compass and get this horn done. Do not level up your flagship, like your main ship. Don't level it up above level 8. You are protected until it's level 8. So you go ahead and you explore every single thing in this world. Like you go to the ports, then you have 20 times you can click this compass during the day, I think it is, and then you can just get the map opened. And the best thing is, it's not shown right now, but let me just go ahead and show you what you can actually do. Normally you would see everything you have seen on the map, and then from the whole map you can actually click stuff like that. You don't even need to sail to it. It's really, really fun. I'm probably gonna be playing this game for a little while, just to these days, just to get my I wouldn't even say copium, but just to have some screen time in something and then see if I like it. I tried Raid Shadow Legends, but it's just too grindy. Temples here, worship them, get stuff. You actually get pretty good stuff. It's kind of like base building and squads, so similar to DC Dark Legion that's gonna come out. If people have watched that or thinking, oh, I'm gonna play that, then you have to build a base just like this. Then you build it. I'll just show you here. You upgrade, then you have this similar to Lord of the Rings Rise to War, and then you can do speed ups that you get automatically. And some people will think, no, I'm gonna save them for the future because that's just how it is for me. I don't want to build it, but early on you should actually build it just so you get your everything up and running. Because you actually get a lot of stuff like this, so for me that's really, really good to see. Then there's a lot of videos out there, but there's not that many, and I might do some videos on this just as I'm bored. And by bored I mean screen time. So if there is interested for that, I would do that. And it's really about coordination. Of course, you can whale in it, but it's more about saying, okay, there's a lot of team effort in this. So if you're someone who likes to do teams, where because you're a big clan, so you have to coordinate, do stuff together, that's pretty vital for stuff like this. Just want to show you something that's really good. You have a lot of missions, they have a lot of offers, not gonna talk about that. But I want to talk about this one here. As you visit new ports, you do stuff, then you gain stuff like this. I don't know if it's a month calendar or anything, but then you get a lot of stuff here. And I did some research, gonna keep this very short. Here you get a hero who's actually, if you do a tier list, he's ranked A. Some have even ranked him S. That's pretty interesting, and I would say I'm gonna go around, visit the ports, do a few things. I think I would be able to unlock him on a day 1. Then here you get some stuff to pull, like this is chest pull, so you actually get in-game currency, similar to those who played Raid Shadow Legends or something like that. You open up a chest, you pull someone and you get shards, but this is where you don't have to spend your gem currency, similar to we do in home. So, and here you unlock stuff. You get a hero that you also get a hero here. It's actually pretty nice from the look of it, what they give you. Of course, FOMO, everything will hit, but just really short. I'm probably gonna be playing this game while I do videos for home, because Raid just ended. We're not gonna launch a raid for a few days. I will talk about a few other things, but there isn't that much to do in home at the moment. I will try to make relevant videos, so yeah, I'm gonna be playing this game, and reach out to me on Discord if you want, if you are considering starting, and then who knows, maybe I could fire up a clan there. or a gang in this game as it's called, and we could play together. It's really interesting. So yeah, this is the second. See you in the next video, which will be Lord of the Heroes Home.